Hello friend, this is Swapnil and welcome to Learn ACP ABAP. So in this session we are going to see how to change default column name in field catalog of ABAP ALV with integrated data access. Okay, that is IDA. So I had recently created last video regarding the case statement in CDS view and how to consume it in ABAP program. Okay, so if you didn't watch this video, then you may click on the icon above or you may also find the link in the description. So in that video, one of our subscriber recently commented on one issue saying how to see the column name with the alias like a CDS view in ABAP ALV in a report. Okay, so today we will see how to achieve this functionality to change the default column name and modify the field catalog using class CL SALV GUI table IDE. Okay, so let's get started. But wait, if you are the first time on my channel, then please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get notification of my upcoming videos. Okay, so stay tuned till the end and keep watching Learn SAP ABAP.
Okay friends, so let me go to the video section of our channel. So this is our video, or not this one. Let me click on the video. Okay, so this is our last video, which in which we have created the CDS view with the case statement, and we are just consuming the CDS view in ABAP program. Okay, so let me give you the quick overview about this video, or let me go to the Eclipse. So okay, so I'm in my so in the Eclipse, as you can see, we have created the CDS view with the case statement for the multiple column. Okay, so I have shown you the case statement for the single column and as well as multiple column. Okay, how we can use this for the single statement for single column or the multiple column. Okay, and as you can see here, we have used the field name with some alias name. Okay, so we are just changing the description of the field at the runtime. Okay, for the country we have not used any alias, but for the first name we have used some alias, right? Payment or something, employee first name, something like that. Okay, and after creation of this CDSU, we have just consumed it in ABAP program. So let me go to the ACP. So here, as you can see, we have just consumed this CDSU by passing the view name here, right? So and this view name, as you can see here, SQL view name, right? So we have consumed this. And if you compare the output of this both the view, let me execute this both the view. So we'll execute this first view. So and in this view, as you can see here, okay, so and in this view, as you can see here, then you can see the name of the column. Here's the employee name, first name, law, country, payment, currency. So please have a look on this description of the column. So as you can see here, for the country we didn't have any alias. For the payment, currency, status, we have some alias we have used, right? So whatever alias we have used in our case statement here, employee, that you can see in this column, right? But in case if we execute this view, let me execute this one, we say 38 here. So if I will execute this CDSU, so as you can see here, we don't have column name here, right? As you can see here, column name is blank. Okay, giving some default name. Okay, so for that reason, like as you can see, one of our subscriber recently commented on our video saying that, let me show you. Okay, so as you can see here, the comment, no doubt after executing the program, in the CDS view, in the CDS view description, the field is reflected as per the alias, but not the same in the program. Okay, so how we can achieve that functionality? Okay, so I'm going to show you how we can achieve this functionality in order to display the alias name, right? Whatever. So as he has mentioned, like the CDS view, the description of the field is reflected, right? As I have already shown you here, the description of the field is reflected here, but let's have a look. But as per the alert, but not in the program. Okay, and how we can achieve this? So this is our program. So in this out you cannot see the name. Okay, so let's see how we can achieve this. Okay, so before that we'll show you the reason why it's not reflecting over here the column name. Okay, so let me go to the, so instead of explaining, I will do the some changes in the system so that you understand quickly. Let me go open the table. uh, okay, so here I'm putting z employee data. So if you have a look on this our table, so as you can see the data element, we have used some by default character and character and character. Okay, this is our temporary table for the video creation purpose we have created. So that is it. I have not defined any data element. So let me just click on this, ready. Okay, and here I will type z test, underscore fn. Okay, and I will just click on yes. Yes, give the name as a first name. Okay, and here we will give the character 10. Okay, and field name will give as a f name. Check, save. Yes, we show as a local package. Ignore the warning. Check and activate. Okay, we have activated it. So now here is the first name. So now let me execute this once again. So as you can see here, there is no name right now, right? So let me execute this once again. And if I will execute this, so now as you can see here, the first name is reflecting by default, right? So I hope so now you understand why this column name is not reflecting over here, right? But so whenever we have just a data element defined here, data element, so it is just taking the so while using this function, while using this clsalv table id and this static method, it will just read the whatever the data element, the column name we have defined, so it will capture at the runtime. Okay, but in our case we have for the other field, you can see the any fields name we have defined, right? So that is the reason not coming. So let me just revert it back. I will show you how you can do in the runtime. Character check and yes, activate. Okay, back. Now I will again run this. Okay, so now as you can't see your first name, right? First name here. Okay, so now let's suppose you have also the same situation in which you have to just modify the column name. Okay, so how you can do that? So we'll show you how we can do that, so how we can achieve this functionality. So let's go to our SAP system in the coding part. Okay, so as here can see this code we have added the last time, right? So now as you can see here, we have create statement. Now what we will do, we'll just read the field catalog here. Okay, so for that reason we'll create the reference variable for the field catalog. Okay, equal to, so and we'll take the reference of the row object. If I and we create the control space, so control space, then you can find here field catalog, just click on the field catalog. Okay, okay, field catalog. Now I have just read the field catalog here. So let me take one more let me take the what are the field available. Okay, so we'll call the method call get all fields. Okay, control space get all fields. Okay, so it will import the, let me uncomment this, so field name. Okay, so here it will, okay, so before that I will just execute wait, before that I will just show you that in debugger, so that you will get some idea what the value is coming in the field catalog. Okay, so let me keep the debugger here and I will execute it now once again, and you can see the debugger is starting. Okay, so now as you can see here, let me click on F6. Okay, so here we have just created a reference object for the field catalog, and as if you have a look on this, here you can see the name of the fields, right? Currency, country, these are, and first name, payment and status, right? And if you have a look on this our CDS view or executed CDS view, so here if you see the name of the column, it's the employee, first name, countries, the payment, cur and status, the same name as whatever we have, we are getting over here, right? To take country, currency, employee, first name, payment, right? It's exactly same name, right? Okay, so all fields name. So and if you have a look here, structure description, so in which as you can see we have a field description. So in which we are getting the country, but the report text, as you can report text, field text, as you can see the blank, right? Screen text, text, short text, medium text, long text, or we have or we have blank. Okay, so that is the reason we are not able to see anything. We can see the column field is blank, right, whenever we are executing the view from the program level. Okay, so now basically we have to fill the value in this in this table only. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. So as we have all field as the country, right, so we know what is the field with the allies. It is giving the value with the allies, right? So let's go to our SAP system. Okay, so now basically what we have to do now, first of all we have to just read this table, right, all fields name, right. This table we are going to read now for six field. Okay, so let's see how we can do. Let me execute this once. Okay, so still we don't have any name. Let me go to the program. Okay, so here what I will do, I will just read this table, right, in which we have these six fields. We will call the method get all fields. Okay, control space, and let me remove the debugger, not looking good. Okay, and here we uncomment this button, and here it letter t field table. Okay, so in this table we will basically retrieve the name of the fields whatever we have seen in the debugging part, right, the debugger. Okay, so as we have know the field, right, so we will have to basically append this to the a field catalog. Okay, so what we will do, I will just write one loop statement here. Loop at into data fs fld table. Okay, now we have this field catalog, right. What I will do, field catalog, we call the method. Which method? As you can see here, we have a method called set field header text, right. Control space select. Okay, so here basically we need to pass the field name, right. We have to basically pass the field name, but before that we just need to define the variable. Okay, for that what we can do, let me go to this class once, to SE11 SE24. So as we have to find out which name we can pass here. Okay, in SE24 we'll put a class display. So in this class, as you can see, we have this method, right, create, and we are returning the output. Okay, so now first we will see the what is the type of this L2. So here create, I click on the parameter. So as you can see here, we are receiving here, right. So if I will double click here, so in this we are calling field catalog, correct. So I will click on the field catalog, click on the parameter, so in which we have field catalog, right. So as you can see this field catalog, right. So now we are in this part. So basically the type of this is this, right. So I will double click on this. So as you can see here, what we have called get field data, right. Here we are importing this field name, right, field table name. So for this click on this and click on the parameter. So for this, what with the type we have this associate type, correct, this type. So now what we have to do, from this field catalog we have to seek for the set field header text. So we'll go back, set field header text, set field header text, click on this and we'll click on the parameter, the header text. Header text, we'll check the what is the type of the header text. The associate type is lvc tx. Okay, so we will copy this replace. We don't need to pass anything, field name we don't need any type of the field name. The field name we can directly pass from our loop, whatever value we have in the work area of the loop. Okay, but for the header text we need this type. We'll copy this type from here. Okay, and we'll go to our program, okay, here. So in the top we will define lv header type okay. So we'll copy this lv header here and we'll write lv header header, what we will pass? We will pass the value, right? So we have to give the same name, right? So in this table, as you already know, this table, as you already, we have the six field, right? Whatever allies we have in the CDS view, the same field column name we are getting in this table. So just passing this name to the header, so we want the same name, right? So in the header text, I will just uncomment this. Okay, okay, and check and activate. Okay, so almost we have done this with this part. So we show in the debugger also what we are actually doing. Okay, so that you will get quick idea. Put the debugger, and this is a program. Let me execute. Okay, so as you can see here, we are just retrieving the field catalog. The field catalog, we'll put the F6. So this is the field catalog, as we have already seen, right? In which we have the six field, right? And after that, in the next field, here we have the six field. We are just reading the table, right? So we have the six field: currency, employee, first name. Okay, so we are basically looping this thing. Okay, so we are in a loop, and the header we will pass this name, right? Country. So the first name, country, and then here we are just passing the F6. Again press F5, then we will read the second, which is the currency, car, and the car name, F6. Okay, and if you click on this field catalog, as we already discussed the structure, and if you have a look on this structure now here, so whatever value we are appending, it's coming over here, right? We'll do it for all these fields, keeping the breakpoint here, F6. Now if we will look here, you see the structure description, then field description. So we have country, currency, employee, first name, payment status, right? And if now I will execute effect, so now you can see the column name, right? For employee, first name, country, payment, currency, status. So whatever column name we have in this aliases of the CDS view, employee, first name, currency, the same column name we have here, right? So this is the way you can achieve this functionality in order to display the column name. Okay,
If you like this video, then press the like button below. If you have any doubt, then write me in the comment section below. If you want to learn more about a app, then visit to my website www.learnacpapp.com. The link is also given in the description. And please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get notification about my next upcoming videos. Okay, so friends, bye, signing out.